Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Hey everybody, how's it going? Biff back with you again. Gonna do some Football Manager tonight. Gonna look at some Steam Discovery Queue, I hope, because I already looked at it earlier today and I don't know if it's repopulated or not. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm back at you for a few hours tonight, and Twitch says that I can start another queue, so I think I will. Let's see, let's go to my best camera angles here. Let's see how this shows up. Yeah, okay. Nitrogen Omega, a sandbox turn-based tactical RPG that puts you in the director's seat of your own shonen anime. Don't do anime myself. Sinister Sodies. Nice. Seems like a lot of kiddie kind of games. Idle Reincarnator, an incremental RPG where you reincarnate through lifetimes, mastering professions, unlocking skills, and exploring mystical realms. Just what they said there, an incremental RPG where you reincarnate through lifetimes. As soon as I read that, I thought the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray in it, that would maybe make a good game where there's certain things you have to do to achieve an ending to the game. Something like that. Well, this is this is steak jerky, steak strips from Costco. Pretty good. Wipe out the fingers a little bit. My daughter's, sounds like she's sleeping. She kind of slept in a little bit this morning. I don't think she got up to like 7:30 maybe when we got up. I was up first. I went in. I always tap on her door a little bit before I go in. And then I opened up the door and she was still in bed with like her stuffed animals over her head and stuff. And she stirred a little bit, but she didn't wake up. She came downstairs, I think, maybe about half an hour later. So, Street Dog Legend. Oh. Flash game inspired cooking simulator with a satirical storyline and multiple endings. Manage your street cart, meet interesting characters, play mini games, and more. Three Kingdoms. Gex Trilogy. Cyber Farmer. Sunshine Farm. Gee, what game does that look like? I can't quite think right now what game that looks really similar to. Plant Nursery Simulator. Sickly Days and Summer Traces. Yeah, these just aren't my kind of games. Tens Forever? Okay, Decks of the Damned. No, thank you. Anyway, that was entertaining. Let's look at ITAD. Let's look at ITAD. Some games are down in price. I don't know. I'd be interested in hearing other people's opinions about this, but I mean, I have bought some games on Good Old Games, but for some reason I just prefer Steam. Maybe because I'm used to Steam and I like how your games update like automatically. I do have some Good Old games that I play once in a while. But I think if it was between Steam and Good Old Games, I think I would prefer Steam. I don't know exactly why. Like I said, I don't know if it's because I've used it a while and I'm used to it, familiar with it. And then there's a bunch of games that I have in my list here that are like to be released yet, like Europa Universalis 5. So I didn't see anything in there. Let's look at the library. Let's start up Football Manager. Didn't play much yesterday. There was a lot of chat in chat, and we didn't get much to the game. So I'd kind of like to get to the game tonight. Let's see if we can get this loaded up. I did do a new graphic. Haven't done this yet. I probably will wind up doing it here in the next, who knows, how long. So yesterday, we started listing players for transfer. We made an offer on a couple center backs that the company basically agreed to let go of on a free loan, basically, because their contracts were expiring. We had Trent Randall. His contract is up at the end of the year. At which point he'll probably want to negotiate a contract with me. Now, I guess that could be dangerous because he could come into the team. He could potentially be very popular in the team. And if I don't sign him to a contract, then he could get mad and that could upset the rest of the locker room. I'm not exactly sure. But I do need, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 players that now see, I've offered out. We'll see, maybe they don't show up there. I've offered players out on loan. Loan listed. Loan. Dawson's loan listed. Transfer listed. If I can, like Kevin Dawson, he's our 5th choice, 4th choice defensive midfielder. He's our 5th choice midfielder. And Ryan Hansen, I really need to be playing him because Kevin Dawson's 33 years old. Ryan Hansen's 22 years old. They both are on 2 stars, but Ryan Hansen has more upside. So if I can get rid of Dawson, because I do play 3 in the middle, if I can get rid of Dawson, then Dawson's a backup anyway. He doesn't play. He's on $1,100 a week. I mean, Hansen's on $1,000 a week, but there's an 11-year age difference, which is massive. I didn't do, let's check. Let's check. Oh, that's there. Okay. Over here. Let's check up here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna what's my temperatures like? Yeah, okay, I'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. So I'm trying to get in center back. I need to look for a right back. Right now, my depth chart is I've got Dan Martin, he's my starter. AJ Weston's my backup. These actually guys, these two kind of flip flop in starting. Zola is my backup. Over here, I only have Krask and Ollie Tomlinson, but really Ollie Tomlinson is he prefers to play center back. When he's not playing center back, he gets a little cranky. So I want to try to keep him happy at center back. So I guess I need to go into scouting now and look for a center back, a right back, wing back on the right side. But what I want is what I'm looking for is a player that doesn't play in the same division. I want to try to find somebody who's better than what our players are. It's interesting. I don't know why, but when I click inside here and then I try to scroll up, oh, there it goes. Well, see, I just had to say that it wasn't working right, and it's like, no, I'll work right. I'll work right. Don't diss me in front of the audience, please. Don't disrespect me. Oh, see, this guy's making 1,100 a week. A little too rich for my blood if he wants a new contract. But let's see what his contract is. Expires next June. So if I had him for the year, and I could get Dagan Red to pay his salary, then that would be good. I usually start down here, though. I think my chances are better down here where they're only getting paid 150 a week. How old is he? 25. He's a natural, a wing back. He plays for Oxford City, who is in the Panorama League, I think. So this is what we're looking for. He wouldn't be a regular starter at this point. He'd be a squad player. They want me to pay all of his salary, so we're not even going to look at that one yet until I can generate some money. Ben Mensa. How about Joel Shambrook from the Solihull Moors? He's a wingback. He's only 18. Why do they have him on the loan? They can't assure him the playing time that he wants. Well, if he wants to be a starter, they require no salary contribution or monthly fee to allow Joe Strom to go on loan. He can be a squad player, sure. You guys would pay everything, huh? I'm going to finalize the offer. That was easy. Hopefully he's decent. So let's go on to the next position that we need help in. And right now, I don't think it's midfield. I think it's probably on the left side. Yeah, we need help. We need somebody to consistently back up Dylan De Silva. So let's go back into scouting. We're going to look at players in range. We're going to look at left wing. Attacking midfielder on the left. Make sure that that aligns with what we need up here. He's a winger. Attacking midfielder left. That's what we need. Players in range. Okay. We want somebody from a higher division. He's 19, contracted to Dorking. They don't have a role for him to play. He's contracted till next May. Okay, let's see. Was there any indicator of his ability? Let's see, injuries. Wow. It's amazing how we don't really have any scouting information. I guess maybe this is stuff you just learn from the newspaper. You know, the club publishes an injury report, and your scout team makes note of that under his name. Hasn't played any games. Is he currently injured? Has he been injured recently? Yeah, he was just injured last month. He was out for 3 weeks. Not promising. I didn't check Joel. He was out for 4 weeks. He hurt himself lifting weights. Wow, sports hernia. Oh dear. What have I done? Maybe he won't want to come to me anyway. See, at this point, I don't think it's guaranteed that he comes to me because he still has to authorize it, and if he authorizes it, if he authorizes it, he'll say, yeah, I'd like to come and play for the club, but at that point, I could decline it. I could just say, no, I changed my mind. There's no contract or anything yet. How about Jack? A year ago, he had an injury for 19 months. Damaged cruciate ligaments. Oh dear. No wonder they don't have a spot for these guys. Oh my. He was just injured, 2 weeks ago? He was only out for 4 days. Well, let's keep looking for somebody for De Silva. We don't want north or south. We don't, we could do with a Welsh player, I guess. Huh? He's 28. He's experienced. He is a attacking midfielder. I'd like to find somebody who can like maybe play multiple roles. Maybe he's natural here, but he can play on the right hand side, or maybe he can play striker. Let's go back to scouting. Eddie Clark. He's 24. How about his history of injury? No injuries, okay. He is until May. What does he play? Oh, he can actually play left back too. Well, that'd be awesome. Let's make an offer. They want 100% of his salary. They want him to be a regular starter, be a squad player. I already have two left backs, but he could fill in if one of them, if they're both injured. From what I've seen, though, they don't budge off of this number. They want me to pay 100% of his salary, and that's it. They're not going to budge off of it. I can see here. He can play on the right or the left. Natural, natural. Injury history, none. Career stats, 12 appearances, a goal this year. Doesn't score a lot. Maybe he's playing in the wrong system there. He's contracted till next May. Let's make an offer. They want 100%. Dorking, Seb Bowerman. He's 28. He's only on the left. His contract is $375 a week. He is over here because now he has a long-term future with them. He's also transfer listed. No injuries. Career stats. Wow. Playing for Bracknell, 34 appearances, 27 goals just a couple of years ago. Interesting. Very interesting. I could always ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. They want everything, okay? They want the world. I don't got the world. I got nothing. I got negative $25. I got negative 25 buckaroos. Tonight, I do not have ginger ale. I have iced tea. It's delicious. Very refreshing. Let's see, Seb Bowerman. Frankie Sinfield. He's only 19. He plays on the left. Injury history? None. Career stats? None. Contract? Now, see, this seems like to me the kind where they want him to get playing time. Did I already make an offer for one from Halifax? Nope, they want all. They want all of it. Andrew Wabari. He's 22. He doesn't have any injury history. 25 appearances last year, 2 goals for Yeovil. He is under contract with Yeovil, Halifax. He's under contract with Halifax. Why are they putting him out on loan? Oh, sorry, looking at the wrong one. Because he needs regular first team soccer. Well, you get first team soccer if you come to me, but I can't guarantee you'll be starting. And they want first team wages to be paid for him. Plymouth. He's in the championship. And he can play. Looks like wingback, and let's click on him, find out. He's a natural at attacking midfielder. He's a natural on the left side of midfield. It's only 19. Let's see. His history is slight injury in training. It was like a week ago, 2 days. His career stats, has not played yet. I don't know how deep this would go. He hasn't played yet in English football. He is under contract for $500 a week to Plymouth. Well, let's make an offer. He's listed for loan. Plymouth think Endicott has a lot of potential. Torquay will pay no fee in this deal. Yeah, I figured they only want $100. Now, while these deals might be going through, I think what I should be doing is, there's no scouts available. I'm just going to put him in the scouting pool. So maybe put him in the scouting pool for a week. What does it say? This player's outside what? I didn't read the whole thing. Maybe I have to go back and look at the VOD. So I didn't find anybody for that position. Well, let's keep going. Ron Sithole. I don't want to say it the other way because I might make a mistake. 18. He is pulled. He was out for 11 days with pulled ankle ligaments. He is a natural right, can play on the left. I wonder if he's okay with playing on the left because he's a natural at both positions. I need him. Well, I could actually use Stobbs to play over here as backup. And he could back up Collins on the right. Why is he being... They can't assure him of playing time he wants. Let's see what his contract details are. $500 a week. Make an offer for a free loan. They want 20% for him. If I had the $1,100 that we're paying to Dawson off my books, $1,100 a week in salary, then I could afford to pay for these guys. I think there's a way that I could talk to Dawson about leaving the team, but I think I've tried it with another player, and the other player just got really mad. Didn't want to talk to me, basically. David Omalabu. Now let's see. They say they can't assure him the playing time he wants. Jack. Do not currently have a role for him. I've got a bid for him, and he's unregistered. Cannot be registered for the next match. Don't know why. Transfer. And then Trent, he can't be registered for the next match. And they can't assure him of the playing time that he wants. Well, let's just keep going through the way we've been doing. He's 21. He's 5'9", possibly not that strong. Career stats, 10 games this year for Maidenhead. No goals, no assists. Average is 6.79. It's not terrible. Contract is till next May. Say what Maidenhead says. They want all of his salary paid by my team. Jacob is injured for... Let's see what his injury history is. He stubbed his toe. He's out for 6 days. Ouch. He's had 3 injuries, one each in the last year. Broken leg, 5 months, 9 months. Yeah, I think we're going to pass on him. He seems to be injury prone. Cambridge, they can't assure him the playing time he wants. He's 19. He doesn't have any injury history. Wow, no injury history, and he's been playing for 3-4 years. 12 appearances for St. Neots. 2 goals. What's his contract like? $675 per week. It's getting a little steep, but it's good through the end of next May. So at the end of next May, I could just say, yeah, we're not gonna keep you unless you want to take they want 20%. Again, not a lot, reasonable, very reasonable. but until I know how good he is, I can't promise him to be a starter, you know. Tranmere, Joe Turner, he is 30. He is hernia, what, 4 years ago? He has had, in 43 appearances, 5 years ago, he had 15 goals. Not bad. He only plays in that one position, though. Make an offer to the team. He makes $700 a week. They're going to want to get at least some of that, I believe. Yeah, see, they want some of it. So now I think we're just getting up into the area where they're going to want something for their player. They're not just going to give us the player and pay him $925 a week to play for our club. To Joe Turner, Todd Miller. Oh, he had a 7.1. But for the under 21s, he's 21. Calf strain, 4 weeks. He's had groin strain and calf strain. That's tough, man. Out 4 weeks both times. So he's out from September. I guess what? He's out with this injury for 4 weeks until exactly 4 weeks later he injures his calf, and then he's out for another 4 weeks. So basically he's out for 2 months just recently. So yeah, I think he's going to be too much potential trouble. 21-year-old. Injuries, none. Career stats, none. Contract, $750. Make an offer. They want 100%. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case now because I'm getting up into those numbers where they're going to want something for him. Whether it's, 10%, 20%, 50%, whatever, they're going to want something for him. Now, Jeevan Dyer, did I look at him? See, I want to start putting these guys. When I did this, I should have started putting guys on my, yeah, he's been injured 3 times, like in the last month. Missed 10 days, a month. He's missed a month in the last month. So yeah, we're not looking at him. Jordan Evans, 28. We make an offer on him. 250, no. Like this guy, Eddie Clark. He can play in a bunch of different positions. I think we made an offer for him. They would want 250 a week, which I mean I could afford that. Put him in the scouting pool for a week. Ask the scouting pool. Scout Eddie Clark. Players outside the permitted scouting range. $725 will be deducted from the scouting budget. That's okay. I mean, I'm not spending the scouting budget on anything else. Maybe one more I can scout. Maybe one of the guys that I put in the transfer list here. because he's just coming off a sports hernia. Let's look at another player. I'm kind of bored with that. Is that it? I'm pretty good here. I'm okay here because Christos is pretty good. I'm kind of okay in midfield. Although I do want to get rid of Dawson. He'll probably use another midfielder. How did they? So they said you want 8. If you're playing 4 at the back, you want 8. You want 8 backs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So we're looking for one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you probably have 6 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You probably need another midfielder. And then up here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We have 6. I don't know what this number means here. 10. Oh, does this mean the depth? So we actually have 5 players that can play in this position. We have 5 that can play in this position. Is that what that means? Yeah, there's 5 there. Five there. Only 2 here. So is that what that means? Yeah, 5, 5, 5, 2. Okay. Yeah, 3 and 5 on this, but Stobbs de Silva. So we actually only have we don't have as much depth as we think we do. Hello, chatter. Oh, I should put my thing up here. Welcome, gamers. So let's roll a day and see if we get any responses from these things that we put out there. Torquay Stafford has offer accepted. Gary Johnson, general manager, today at 13:02. Swansea have accepted an offer of $0 from Torquay for Jack Stafford. Stafford has considerable interest in negotiating terms. I think Stafford is most interested in signing a 1-year contract with the club. Stafford expects to be promised to be considered a squad player and to remain so for the foreseeable future. So I do need to be able to get him registered. Oh, maybe once he's in the squad, he'll get registered. He's center back. Be good. His contract is until the end of December, so I'm not going to negotiate anything with him right now. But that means in the next month, I've got to come up with, how much does he make right now? Oh, 500 a week is what he's going to want. Oh, he wants to negotiate right now. I don't have the money, man. He wants to negotiate right now. That's because their contracts are coming up. His contract's up till next is good till next June. So these guys, they want see if I hand it over to Gary Johnson, he's gonna sign him, and it's gonna put me, he may not even sign him because it would put us over budget. He's probably not going to be able to do that anyways. I mean, can you play with me for a month and then and then we can talk about maybe keeping you on? You can just play with me for the next couple of games. See, he's got the same situation, his contract. I guess we're going to have to walk away. Sorry, guys. Sorry. He probably would have been really good for the club, but guess what? I ain't got the money. Dartford scouting report. I have attached a summary of the report on Dartford as requested. There's a good standard of heading. Hall's heading ability may help to combat this. The goalkeepers in the team are all good on one-on-one situations. I hope to not get into one-on-one situations. Agility is not one of the team's better collective attributes. Create poor chances from set pieces, only averaging expected goals of average goals of 0.08 from 6.2 set pieces per game, which is the 18th best across the division. This is what I want to see. We are high scoring clinical shooting. They are they're here. Low scoring clinical shooting. We're right next to each other here in possession. Very close. We have aggressive shooting, clinical. I think we already looked at that one. Attacking efficiency, scoring efficiency. Okay. So they are passive shooting and clinical shooting. We do a high number of set piece goals. And we concede a high number of set piece goals. I'd like to get over on this side of this line. Our defensive efficiency is the best in the league. Quiet defense, impenetrable. They are busy defense and leaky. Okay, let's go back here to team report. Greaves is 18 years old. He's 6'2". He's got jumping reach of 11. Strength of 6. So, yeah, probably show him outside. Trap outside. No, trap inside. Taller, better jumping reach, trap inside. Smaller, lower jumping reach, trap outside. How about the wingers? 5'7". He's only got a jumping reach of 7. So we would trap him inside. Oh, outside. Let's see. Height 5'9", jumping reach only 8. McDonald 5'8", jumping reach 7 to 10. Yeah, they're just not a very good heading team, obviously. Analyst report. Their previous 20 matches, Dartford have stuck to 4-2-3-1. Where's 4-4-3 wide? They give up 2 chances every 130 minutes. Chance against every 390 minutes. Used for 390 minutes. Oh, that's formations faced. Okay. Not exactly sure how to read all that yet. Oh, that's my training. That's my assignments. This is match analysis, which I'm not really sure how to read that yet either. So they play a 4-2-3-1 also. And we play a 4-3-3. That's right. They only had 7 shots on target. Or 7 shots, 3 on target, 1.56 XG, 45% possession. They fouled 11 times. They like to foul. Not a great passing team. Tackles, headers won. Yeah, they only won 54% of their headers. And looks like Braintree controlled the game. Most of it. But again, like in our last game that we won 4-0, the other team controlled a lot of the midfield, but they didn't score. They had possession without a purpose, basically. Okay. Let's see. Hampden and Richmond cause English FA Cup first round surprise. The English FA Cup first round, and a number of lower league teams upset their more illustrious opponents, with perhaps the biggest surprise happening at Beverly Stadium. As part-timers, Hampden and Richmond Borough, they're semi-professional. In what league? It doesn't even say what league they're in. Beat Skybet League One team Burton Albion. Wow. Daggett and Red beat Bristol Rovers. Yeah, we made him an offer. He wanted too much money, just like all of them. Match preparation. 8 positive, 2 negative. They always want me to play a low block. We have 8 positives. Get the ball, work the ball inside. Work the ball in the box. We've conceded none of the 16 shot attempts from outside the penalty area. So that's almost like a trap them outside, right? Not trap them inside. We're showing a good touches to shots ratio where you get into the opposition's penalty area. Yeah, that's where you want to play it into the box. 14 of 16 shots, 14 of 36 shots attempted from inside the penalty area. We've regained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch. We impressively restrict the opposition to just 3 goals. We conceded none of the 16 shots attempted from outside. We've restricted the opposition to just 3 goals and 69 touches from in our penalty area. "12 of 14 goals have been scored while enjoying possession for 60 to 70 seconds. Our most common spell of time with the ball." That means in possession, be more disciplined. We're not going to pass into space. We should probably do floated crosses because they're not good at heading. They're not good at heading. I think we're going to take this off for now. We're going to start out balanced. We're going to counter, distribute quickly. They want us to play a low block. I guess trap inside. I mean, trap outside seems like because this says hey Scuba, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. We've conceded none of the 16 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. So it seems like we should funnel them outside and try to get them to shoot from outside because we're not conceding goals from there. And they're not a good heading team. And they're all of their attacking midfielders are all of their attacking midfielders are small. They're not strong. They're kind of short, like under 5'9", I think it is. Yeah, you know, just playing around with some Football Manager, trying to win some games, trying to get some players in because I really need some more depth in my squad. And then my assistant manager is always giving me advice on who he wants me to play. It's funny because he says play Will Jenkins Davies. He's performed especially well in training lately. But then he'll come back and he'll say, play Brett McGavin. In like the pregame team selection, he'll say, play Brett McGavin because he has a good affinity with the other two midfielders. So it was like, play him. No, I changed my mind. Play him. It's like AI. Yeah, so when Brett McGavin plays here, where he wants me to play Will Jenkins Davis, McGavin, Lapsley, and Hall all have an affinity in the setup that we're playing. Torquay United go into this away game with every chance of walking away with something against slight favorites Dartford. Dartford is a slight favorite? Huh. Dartford is below us in the table, only by a point. But they have a -6 goal differential. We have a +27. Wait, really? Right. Never listen to him go off. You go off a form and what your best players are if they are rested. We could move up to as high as 8th if we win this game. That's not bad after starting off the season in 24th place with -10 points because we got a 10-point deduction because the team was in administration the year before. So we're playing there, right? We have no real selection problems. Yeah, all my guys are doing really good. Some of them do have some heavy match loads, but somebody told me yesterday, he said, don't worry about the heavy match loads. Not at this level. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep my squad rotated, but I mean, this is my best squad. These are my best 11 right here. Except for maybe Martin can play over here. I think Martin actually might be. I got this guy on a free loan. He's made 4 appearances. They want me to give him 20 appearances this year, I think. And we've already played how many games? 20. So I need to give him like 16 more appearances. We got Barnes can go in. Jenkins, Martin, and Booth. She's 2.5, potential 3.5. Jenkins is 4, potential 5. But he's here on loan from Plymouth. They'd probably play Hanson some. He's played 12 games this year. Hanson's played only 5. Yeah, so I'm going to get some playing time for Hanson. Yeah, see, that's the thing, because I've seen some streamers that what they do is after every match, they rest all the starters and the 5 that were on the bench. They rest them for the day after the match. And this guy I was talking with the other day said, no, you don't have to do that. They don't need a rest. I'm like, well. And I respect him too, because he's given me some good advice. Now we are in multiple competitions. So right now we're in the Vanarama National League South. We're in the FA Trophy, which just started, and we're also in the first round of the FA Cup. Well, we're going to the second round of FA Cup. So we're in 3 different competitions, and you can see some of these fixtures everything just gets really tight. But that's why I'm looking for more squad depth. Because these guys down here, Spike, Jewel, Darren, they are all David Barnes, I think, is 17 now. He's 2 stars. He's actually gone up from 1 star to 2 stars this season. These guys are all teenagers down here. Spike, Jewel, Darren, David Barnes. So these guys could be playing on the under 18 team. Oh, Christos, he's also one. So I've got like 5, 6 players that I have to play because my board won't give me any money. I'm $25 over payroll right now, and I don't have any transfer budget. So I'm trying to get a couple players out. Go up here. Kevin Dawson's my highest paid player, one of them. 1,100 a week. He's my 5th choice midfielder. And I've got Hansen who can play in there. He's making 1,000 a week. But then I also have Brett McGavin. He's only making 800 a week. And I'm actually finding some loans that I could get for like only 20% of their salary. I could pay like $100, $150 a week. And with that, I could get, 7, 8 players in just for his salary alone. So I got him out potentially on loan. I don't think I'm going to loan Hansen. I want to try to develop him. Got Brad Ash listed for transfer. I listed him for transfer kind of in spite because he's got such a bad attitude. Every time I try to talk to him, he's like negative. Who else do I have set up to go out on loan? Oh, where's this guy over here? Yeah. He is loan listed. He's making 525 a week. This is not my first save. No, I've got about 70 hours in the game. But it's just kind of that time was kind of like hit and miss. And I never really stuck with it. I didn't invest a lot of time in trying to learn it. Well, I did invest some time, and I have invested some time recently. But for me, one of the biggest challenges in this game for me is the interface. It's the interface. It's like, where do I even find information that I'm looking for? You got all these things on the side here. Each one of these things has like tabs across the top. That's a big hurdle for me to try to figure out the interface. And then the nuances of the game. Like I said, do you rest players? Don't you rest players? I had in my training, there's a streamer who says you should have once a week, you should have team bonding. Now, I may not have to do that. I think I skip to every 2 weeks now because right now my dynamics are really good. So I only have the team bonding on once every 2 weeks. But then I saw another streamer, I think it was the same streamer actually. He said, do a match review after every game. at least for like the first 6 months of the season, because that also will increase team cohesion. Plus, it increases the team's tactical familiarity. And so I've been doing that. But then when I do that, my assistant coach says, "Yeah, you've been changing my training schedule," because I let the assistant coach do this. "You've been changing my training schedule, and that's causing the players to get more fatigued." I'm like, "Come on, one team bonding every 2 weeks and a match review, all they're doing is sitting down watching film, you know." But yeah, he says, now that could mean that when he says that, that could mean that their fatigue is slightly increased. Um, yeah, I've tried playing a big club. My club is Chelsea, and Chelsea has just been messed up for like the last 4 years, 3 years since they got Abramovich out, and so trying to. So I saw a streamer who started up. This is in 24. He started up as a coach, and he didn't select a team right off the bat. He got all through that process. He selected his leagues that he wanted to have available, and one of the leagues he picked was Bulgaria, because Bulgaria has an earlier start date to their season than the rest of Europe. Apparently, most of Europe starts like in July. Bulgaria starts in June. So what he did is he went in, he picked he picked a team in Bulgaria to coach. As soon as he got into the team, he retired. And then he goes to the upper right hand corner, he clicks on hire coach. He clicked on that, and then he picked his team that he actually wanted to play in the Premier League. But instead of going through like that first transfer window, um, the team didn't go through that first transfer window, so they basically had all their players that they ended the previous season with, and because he wanted to see what happens, well, maybe I can do the transfer window better than they did it, and so I tried that with Chelsea, but man, Chelsea's they got like 40, 45 players in their first team. They got like another 40 players in their under 21s. I mean, it's just a mess. Um, so I'm trying Torquay. Like I said, we're doing pretty good. Um, we are we had a 10-point deduction at the beginning of the season. We started out the year in 24th. We had negative 10 points. Right now we're 10th in the league on 29 points. So you can see we're tied for first in goal differential. So yeah, so things are going okay. And I like the team. I think the team's really good. I actually follow them a little bit in real life because 20, 23, 24 years ago, I went there with family, and we actually went to England twice. Went to England twice. And one of the things I wanted to do is visit Torquay so that we could stay at the Hotel Glen Eagles um, where John Cleese created Faulty Towers, which is just one of the best sitcoms of all time on British television. So I wanted to stay there, and we did. We stayed there for like 3 or 4 nights, I think. And so Torquay is a beautiful place too. And so Faulty Towers and Torquay and the Hotel Glen Eagles and all that. And I started following Torquay United just to because like a connection to Torquay. So let's see, under 18s match class. Yeah. You can make him available for the next match. Um, I don't need a goalkeeper. I got 3 goalkeepers. I just signed a goalkeeper this year because he's a good young goalkeeper and he was cheap. So I'm like, okay, let's sign him. Let's see. Let's make sure in the squad that we have Barnes is with the senior team. Okay. Okay, so he's the only one I got to worry about. So where are we? Game is tomorrow. Okay. See what happens. No offers for 2 players. It was difficult finding a suitable club that could accommodate Kevin Dawson's salary demands. Despite my best efforts to drum up interest in this player, there aren't any clubs who seem to be thinking signing him on a loan is a good option at the minute. Dwayne Oforo also failed to attract any offers. Now, see, here's the thing. I could probably restart this save like I was saying with the Bulgarian start time to the season because he signed this contract. Oh, he signed it back in May, so that wouldn't help me. Yeah, I'm $25 over payroll budget. Even if I could just loan him out, I think I already have him offered out for loan. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to change that. I'm going to do this for loan. And I will tell the other team that I'll pay like 40% of his salary because half of 1100 is still, well, 550, but I'm going 10% less than that. 550, I could sign 2 or 3 players that I found. Loan cannot be terminated, can play in cup matches. Just play him. Just offer him out. And then who's the other guy that I have? This guy. He's making, I think I already put him out on loan actually. I'll pay 45% of his salary too. How's that? How's that game? How do you like that? Let's see what happens with that. We had a good week. Now, this is really tricky. I don't know if you do this because there's some players I talk to and they're like, they get mad. They get downright nasty with me. And he was very happy with that. Now, Philip, I think he's a little frustrated because maybe I could send him down to under 18s for now. I mean, I do have some games coming up. He's agreeable. It's my fault. I'll make up for it. That's good. Okay, that's good. I'm happy they didn't get mad at me. Let's see. Where is things seem to be looking, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's kind of that way too in it's kind of that way in too in the game when you do the shouts. Like if you encourage them too much, they'll turn negative against you. It's like you're just on the sideline clapping. You're just being a cheerleader for your team. And some guys don't like that. I don't get it. Anyway, that's where kind of, as for me, that's kind of where the role playing aspect would come in, you know? And I mean, for example, I love the game of hockey. I played hockey up into high school when I was a kid. And um, in the NHL, the National Hockey League, coaches aren't rah, rah, rah. They stand on the bench. They stand there behind the bench, most of the times with their hands in their pockets, their hands behind their back. They're not, they're like directing the game. I'd be back there going, come on, boys, come on, let's go, let's go. They'd probably get tired of hearing it. They'd get tired of hearing me back there encouraging them. Come on, let's go, let's go. I was like that. I actually got in trouble one time. Not in trouble, but we were at a hockey practice, and I felt like some of my teammates were just kind of dogging it, just kind of going through the motions. I'm like, come on, you guys, let's play. Let's be serious about this practice. And the coach came over to him and he said, "Hey, I'm the coach. Just keep it to yourself." I'm like, really? That's the attitude that you're going to have about somebody who's trying to be a leader on your team? I didn't like him. We did really well under him, but I didn't like him after that. And then there's situations like on my own, me and another player. I was a forward, he was a defenseman, so he was taking slap shots from the blue line, and we practiced tipping in. He'd take a shot at the goal, and I'd stand there by the front of the goal and practice tipping it in with my stick. Well, that week in our game, that same player took a shot. I got a tip in goal. So, like, hey, coach, look what we did, on our own, coach, on our own. Let's see, Brett McGavin, 75 minutes. Do I have somebody to replace him when he gets tired? Hanson, he can come in. This is brutal too. I mean, you see this. We got 5 substitutes. In cup games, we have 7 substitutes. That's it. But yeah, 5. I got a goalie and 4 outfielders. It's brutal. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to be, I was just trying to encourage my teammates. Come on, I wasn't yelling at them. I was just like, come on, guys, let's get serious about this. And my coach didn't like it. All right, so here we go, going into the game. My assistant coach always wants me to make changes to the team. I'm like, nope. He wants me to go balanced to cautious. I don't want to play cautious. This team that we're playing is not a good hitting team. So I want to play balanced and then go positive because they're not a good heading team. They had a lot of possession in their midfield in the last game. And what did they score? I don't even remember if they scored or not. It gave me information on where did they show me that information? It wasn't there. It was not there. Oh, where is it? I just gotta find that. I think I was already there, and I clicked off it. Clicked off it again. Dartford opposition report. Here we go. It was team report, I think. No, it wasn't. See, this is it. Trying to find something that I saw before. Here we go. Yeah, they won 1-0 against Braintree, but Braintree did dominate the game, even as far as possession goes. So, and I like playing balanced and then going to positive because I got a lot of good goal scorers. I've got my midfield that have great affinity with each other. So, did I want to start? I was going to start Martin. Okay. I know. Please, satisfied, roused. Feels the instructions, dribble more in certain traits, runs with ball often are well matched. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the faster way to find it. Oh, I got to do so much more clicking in this game to get to where I want to be just to be able to play proficiently. And I'm not talking about winning games, losing games. I'm just saying playing proficiently without me having to take like a half an hour to make my team selection, going through all the scouting and stuff like that. I'm getting a little better at it. Let's see. So Jack Greaves, is he? Yeah, he's got to be the forward. So Jack Greaves, he's not in here. Oh yeah, it is a huge learning curve. And then also, I always pick what the assistant recommends because that's what I've seen really good players do. They just click on this. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to try any of this stuff. We'll just click on this and see how they respond. That's how they usually respond. So I'm happy with that. So Greaves is up front. He is the 6'2", 11 jumping, only 6 strength player. But then all of these guys are short and not very good jumpers. So let's kick off. Let's skip to it. So I want to see how I respond with okay, here they come. No, that's us. Okay. Getting the ball inside. Here comes Krask. Oh, penalty. No, trip in the box. Yeah. Jarvis, he's my best goal scorer. Got it. 4 minutes in. That's what we do. We work the ball into the box and we get penalties or we score headers. We work for we play for corners. Now see, this is what I like to see. Like 2, 4, 6 of my players' average position is pretty well into their half of the field. Only one of their players. And then what does the possession look like? See, they've got a lot of possession on us. I know it's early in the game, but in the last game, I think we wound up with like 45% to 55% possession. So they had like 10% more possession than we did, but we won 4-0. So it's not the possession, it's what you do with the possession. So see how that goes. Okay, we got another corner. It's starting to rain. Oh, put it over. Who was that put it over? Yeah, I did think it was in. Krask. Yeah, that was Krask. Yeah. That's right. Next time. I mean, this is what we're doing just on balanced. Another penalty. It's a block party. There's block right there. It's a block party. Jarvis, is Jarvis up again? He should be. There he goes. Same corner. Oh no. That poor goalie. I'm Midwest. I live in the Rocky Mountain region. Now see, so this is what I wonder. My team's just scored the second goal. 10 minutes into the game. Do I shout? Do I shout at them? Tennessee? TN? Praise, okay. I know it's in there. I mean, what, 2, 4, 6, 8 different choices? But I guess you encourage them to boost their morale. Okay, you praise them, the performance. Okay, so we got a great performance going on. Hey, Shroom, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Boom. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. And they kick off. And maybe they have a maybe they have a highlight here. So we're playing a low block. That's what the assistant coach recommended. Okay. So yeah, I like this. So he responded interest. He looked interested. He responded. He was delighted, 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 delighted. He is no reaction was noted. He's pleased with the feedback. He appears interested in the feedback. Just never know. It's a roll of the dice. All right. Nice. Did you get the deluxe edition? Nice. Um, the last time I played it on Tabletop Simulator. I like that. I like that version. Sometimes around Christmas, you can pick up Tabletop Simulator for like, you can pick it up for like, I think I got it for $10 a few years ago. Around Christmas time. It might have been the Christmas sale actually on Steam. But there's so many other games on there too. I mean, there's so many other war games, if you know. And then Vassal, Vassal is Virtual Advanced Squad Leader, so that's free to play too. It's a different It's a different program though from Vassal, Vassal. I don't know if you can download it from vassal.org or if you have to go to VASL to download it, but it's there. Over communicating messes with players. Okay, yeah. Like I said, you watch hockey here in the US, NHL, coaches are stoic, man. They're just like back, they're just, scanning their bench. Like, how do I find what guy is going to go out there and make a play and score a goal or, bring our team up or something like that. They're very stoic. Okay, what's our possession now? Still 30. Now, see, let me go back. Our possession, but we have possession in the midfield. Now, I know one way that teams generate a lot of possession is with passing. Yeah, see, they've completed 94 of 103. We've completed 39 of 44. Well, they've completed 104 of 94 of 103 passes in the midfield. You're not going to score a lot of goals passing the ball back and forth, around the halfway line. So I think our possession, even though we haven't had as much possession, is generating better results. So Smith. Torquay attack. Ross Marshall touches 25, 28. Now, see, we scored those 2 early goals, and we haven't done anything since then. So should I give him a shout, encourage him? I mean, they seem to be focused. I mean, you look at them, composed, excellent. No, yeah. I guess if they're composed, that means they're not. You don't really need to tell them to calm down. You don't need to tell them to focus. You don't need to fire them up. You don't need to tell them no pressure or demand more because they're focused. They're doing their jobs. Lewis Collins is complacent. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take you off at halftime. You're one of my best players. And what about Jarvis? He's confident. Now, see, I wonder if it should change the tactic to maybe a little bit more positive. Okay. Let's probably play a little more positive. Yeah, see, that just changed. We're going to go into halftime with the lead. 11 shots, 3 on target. XG's 2.459. So we're actually below our XG. Possession, see? Possession came down. It was 70-30. And I think when I changed to positive, it went to 51-49. Players would be happy to see that the extra work on attacking set pieces prior to the match is making more chances for us. Let's see, player stats. What kind of a game is Collins having? I wish when you clicked on this, it would highlight that line like it does in some other screens. So you can kind of follow it over and not get lost. It's a pretty wide, and you can't pull this in over here. You can't adjust these columns like you can in other screens. But let's see, Collins, 17 passes, crosses, 2 shots. So 2 shots, I'm assuming that this means 50%, yeah, on target. That's what it says up there. Okay, yeah, I was right. And Jarvis has 4 with 2 on target, 2 goals. He's playing it at, what is that, 8.1? Asa Hall's having a good game. Our heat map is a lot better than their heat map, that's for sure. We've only had 2 shots on goal. They've only had 2 shots. So like I said, all that possession, not doing them any good. I'm pleased with the number of shots we've taken so far. Keep it up. They look delighted. They look delighted. I don't think I'm going to be taking anybody off. I got 3 complacent ones on the squad. Asa Hall's having a good game. Lewis Collins is complacent. I mean, what can you do to get them out of their complacency? Shout at them, tell them to get fired up or something. But then the rest of the players are going to go, "Why are you yelling at me to get fired up? It's your boy over here, Lewis Collins, that's got complacent." At least maybe it'll change for him because now it says they're very happy. So maybe they'll start the second half. They won't be complacent. I don't know. I'll find out what happens. Okay, we're staying positive. Got a throw in. Come on, Collins. There it is. Jarvis again, man. Another hat trick. That's like his 3rd hat trick this season. The guy's a stud. So 3-0. Does anybody need to come off? Anybody need a shout? Dartford corner. Goalie's having a bad game. This guy is poor. He's poor. He's poor. I like to see what the AI does. We're in the 65th minute. Usually teams make changes around the 60th minute. He's got a lot of poor players on the pitch. My guys are all doing good. So, Scuba, if you feel like your team can get through, your players can get through the whole game and they're playing well, do you just not do a yeah, so now see Collins is confident. He's not complacent anymore. Ross Marshall's still complacent. So if they're having a good game, do you not take them off? You just and their conditioning staying up, do you just say, yeah, just stay on. So Marshall though, he is fair. I think he's the only one who's fair. Maybe Hall, he's fair. McGavin, they said 75 minutes for McGavin, so I should probably take him off. You're going to sub, okay. Yeah, I'll take McGavin off. Probably now. They said 75 minutes. He's uninterested, so yeah, we'll take him off. Okay. So let's see. Jarvis got his hat trick. So I think what I'm going to do is Hanson's best position is ball-winning midfielder defender. So we'll put him in here. He is a central midfielder support. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. That's not his best position, though. Let's go ball winning midfielder support. Yeah. I will put Barnes in also. I like to save a substitute, though. I like to save a substitute and see. And I hope this doesn't affect him because he's having a storming game. I hope he doesn't get mad at me like, hey, why'd you take me off? I want to score more goals. What was I going to say? I'm going to say something that I thought was important. Oh, I usually save a substitute just in case somebody gets injured or, anything. I usually save one because you only get 3, and this league can be really harsh. Do you ever do pep talks? I don't think I'm going to do pep talk. They know what they got to do. They are both, Barnes is uninterested and Hansen is uninterested. So should I do a pep talk and say, hey, get your head in the game, boys? Not really? No. Okay. Let's get a clean sheet. Steal the ball. That is going to be a corner. They're not very good at heading, is the scouting report that I got. And we have really good headers in the team. Gonna be what, another corner? Okay, here we go. Counterattack, boys. Here's another one. Over the goal. Oh, that was a replay. So they're starting to get into the game a little bit. Let's look and see what the possession is still 50-50. We got 10 shots. No, we got 13 shots. We've let them have some shots, though. They only had 2 at the end of the first half. Our XG is now above the actual goals that we scored. We've had 4 clear-cut chances. They've had none. Was passing. Excuse me. Oh, passes. 367, 353. So we've gotten better at that too. We're both at about 85%. They've won 37% of the headers. We've won 62%. And that's what the scouting report told me. Said that they're not very good at heading. Our average rating is just under 7. Okay. Full time. They kept a lot of players. They didn't do any substitutions. That's interesting. Wonder why. 35 years old. 26. 26. 33. 30. Yeah, their heat map was mostly on the right-hand side. Ours was well distributed on both sides. 9.0 for Jarvis. They had how many shots did they have? 11? We were trying to funnel them outside, I think. Heat maps were about the same. How did Lewis Collins do? 25 attempted pass, 76% he completed. 2 shots, he had 1 assist. All right, let's go to the dressing room. Nice work. That was a good one. Appeared very happy. Looked delighted. Everybody's happy, except for the people that didn't play. Vanarama South's superior finishing provides cutting edge for Torquay. All right. Dartford succumbed to a 3-0 loss at this afternoon's Vanarama National League South clash at Barracote Powerhouse Princes Park. The highlight of the game was undoubtedly a hat trick from Torquay's Aaron Jarvis. Advanced forward Jarvis got Torquay off to a flying start by scoring a penalty in off the post in the 5th minute. He had his second goal of the game with a penalty in the bottom corner of the 11th minute. An error from Dartford's Billy Terrell allowed Jarvis to score a fine header from point-blank range. 4 straight league wins were in 8th place in the Vanarama South table. What was their XG? 0.03? Let's see. We'll see that later. Jarvis catches the eye. "23 goals in 17 appearances." This guy's like the Erling Haaland of my save. He just scores for fun. He just scores for fun. Yeah, definitely MVP. Astute press conference from Milligan. Jamie Milligan took several questions about his reaction to the match and his relationship with Biff Gimbel from BBC Radio Devon and the non-league paper in the wake of Dartford's heavy 3-0 Vanarama National League South defeat against Torquay. BBC Radio Devon's Theo Sykes gave Milligan a grilling on one particularly controversial issue. Is it fair to suggest you must be angry after that result and performance? Milligan was assertive in response, pointing a finger while saying, "The game's over. I don't really want to discuss it any further." Wow. Okay. I have a follow-up question. Is it fair to suggest? See, I worked for a long time in business. I would not let people off the hook. I would not. I worked in retail. Now, as far as like customer service, that side of it, when I was dealing with customers, there's give and take. But when it's dealing with management and stuff like that, I would not let people off the hook. I could be sometimes a little bit, I was known for throwing people under the bus. Let's put it that way. Like one time, uh, well, trying to think. I'll find an example. I'll remember an example. But like this guy, I would not let him off the hook. I'd say, hey, I'm just answering these. I got a job to do. Just like you have a job to do. I've got a job to do. You didn't sound happy. Look at this. Lewis Collins injured. Was he hurt? When did he get injured? I didn't see that. I did not see that in the game where he got injured. That's weird. I did not notice that in the at all. Uh I just do the physio. I'd rather have him be out, get healed up, than just say, look, we need you against Bath City because they're second in the league and we need you in the game. Now, see, this always happens too. Scuba, this always happens. Before a big game, your players get hurt. It's part of the algorithm of the game. And it happens every single time. But I'm going to say, so it says he will get through the next game against Bath City, which is when? It's in 3 days. It says he will get through the game. So that's almost like the game's making me a promise. He'll get through. But what comes up after that? What comes up in the table after that? FA Cup second round, Newport County is in Skybet League 2. They're 2 divisions ahead of us. So we're talking about today, the 5th. I'd rather have him against Newport County. Today's the 25th. So that means he could be back. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it. I'd say, hey, look, I don't want to, I'm injured. I don't want to get injured any further. He's going to be out for 6 to 9 days, which would be what? The second? So he might be able to play against Newport County, which is an FA Cup. I think I'd rather win the Newport County game than win the Bath game. We're up to 8th by a point. There's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams within 3 points right behind us. But I think I'd rather win the we've already did this. They want us to be competitive in the FA Trophy. I think I'm just going to say, yeah, we're going to just leave them to the physio. Okay, let's go back into our tactics. Pick our best 11. Collins is not part of our best 11. He's out for a little bit. So we're going to put in McGavin is here. Stobbs is here. Okay, Martin. switch here. Yeah, see these all three of these guys are heavy. They're all heavy. Marshall's very heavy. So I want you to be. Can I put you in advanced playmaker? Yeah, and we got the affinity there. I think he's a ball winning midfielder. Comes back a little bit. There he is. Yeah, he's got to be up. He's got to play up higher. And then they get that affinity there. The only problem is Stobbs doesn't have an affinity with Krask. He only has that affinity with Collins. Yeah, I know they have this thing over here. Pick rotated squads, slight rotation, more rotation, or full rotation. Um, I mean, I don't know how that plays out as far as who actually gets rotated into the squad. I mean, Weston is he's got heavy. He's heavy also. Did he play in this game? I thought Martin played, but now he's heavy. De Silva, he's heavy. Stobbs is heavy. I don't think they played in this last. Well, let's see what happens after we. See, I want to look at training. So after this game, I've got so I have to remember I'm going to rest on Monday. I'm going to rest everybody on Monday. Collins is injured. Jarvis catches the eye. Eastbourne Borough's unbeaten run reaches 10 games. Player of the Week news. Again, Jarvis. This is like the fourth or fifth time this year that he's had Player of the Week. Player of the Match 9 times. He has like 3 hat tricks in the last 5 games. Shambrook set to move on to Torquay. So he is a fullback. He's on the left side. He is he's on the right side. I guess that's okay. Yeah, that's better than and wing back. Doesn't have great conditioning. I think we looked at his history as far as injuries go. He did have a sports hernia last month. He was out for a month, but I'm not paying anything for him. So let's accept him in. And that will help our squad rotation. The Rams South has been exciting as ever, and while a number of players have impressed, it's been Aaron Jarvis who has been head and shoulders above his competition, performing superbly and earning plenty of praise. Aaron Jarvis was the best player on the park this afternoon during Torquay's convincing 3-0 Panorama National League South victory over Dartford, according to Sky Sports. Striker showed his credentials as he opened the scoring by netting a penalty in off the post. Average rating 8.84, 12 goals, 0 assists. Oh, in the last 5 games. Yeah, let's see. 2 goals, hat trick, hat trick, hat trick. So in the last 4 games, he's had 3 hat tricks. He is a stud. Won the match deservedly as we created better opportunities than our opponents. We had stronger momentum when looking at the match overall. Completed a decent number of passes, 386. And again, very balanced. Very balanced. We conceded none of the 7 shots attempted from inside our penalty area. I mean, you look at this and you go, okay, well, that's a lot of shots in the penalty area, but stuff like this is inevitable. You're not going to be able to keep teams out of your penalty area forever. You're going to have to deal with shots from inside your penalty area. They completed, but their balance, the balance of their attack was like way off. It wasn't balanced at all. They completed 414 passes. They didn't score a goal. Possession with purpose. There's been a loan offer. This is my first one. My first outgoing. Loan offers made for Torquay's Ofori Achiampong. Guernsey and Cirencester make offers for him. 2 bids made. Clubs interested. Their bid is proposed playing time squad player, preferred position striker, preferred role target forward. Proposed playing time fringe player, preferred position striker, preferred role target forward, 2.5K loan fee. What? They want to charge me a loan fee? Okay, so they want me to pay a monthly fee to have him play in the side. No? They would be the loaning club. Oh, I did this wrong, I think. They're the loaning club, and so I wanted to pay 40%. So I should have set this as 60% because they're the loaning club. That's what confuses me. Because here in the US, I loan something to you. That means I give it to you. Like I loan you my lawnmower and you borrow my lawnmower. But what this means, when they're talking about this over here, the club that's loaning the player is actually the club that is borrowing the player. It's just semantics. It means that, so this means right here that a proportion of the salary to be paid by the borrowing club when the player is playing in the first team. See, I put 40. I wanted it to be 60. I wanted them to pay 60 and I wanted to pay 40. But I messed it up. Now this one is a fee to the loaning club, a fee paid to the loaning club again. And when I read these, I really have to replace that word. A fee paid to the borrowing club when the player is playing in the first team. This is like a, so basically what the idea is that you are paying this other team to play your player because you don't have room for him in your squad, but you still want to develop him. I don't want to develop him. I tried to transfer him out of the club because I've got other options. And he's on what, $525 a week salary? But yeah, I really have to, when I read this, I got to start putting the word borrow in there. A fee paid to the borrowing club when the player's playing the first team. This is a proportion of the player's salary to be paid by the borrowing club when the player is playing in the first team. I totally messed that up. They only want to pay 210. I might just take it just to get him off the books for the rest for 6 months and give me a little bit of money to maybe get one or two players in. And then next time, try to do it right. Okay, we'll go speak to Guernsey. No offers for Dawson. This guy is 6'1", has 12 jumping reach, and he's got 11 strength. So him, we need to work inside. Trap inside. These guys work together if they play a 4-2-3-1. He's 5'10", strength 7. Doesn't really have good jumping. He is 5'8", low strength, no jumping. How about their center forwards? 6'3", 12 jumping reach, and he's very strong. 6 foot. We don't have. He's 8 to 18 strength and 5 to 13 jumping. Oh, he's a new gen player. The goalkeepers in the team are far from eccentric. Cody Cook's 16 strikes rank him second in the competition. They create very, very poor chances from set pieces, only managing an average of 21st best in the division. Stops ability on the counterattack. This isn't the best squad in terms of flair. I think actually I'm gonna end it there. It's getting late here, and I don't want to be up too late, so I got through a game. I got through a game tonight, and I actually got a player out on loan, so that's encouraging. I might get some. So I'm assuming that means some of his salary is going to come off the books, which will then put me back in the black. And then I can maybe get in a player or two on loan. That would be super. You too, Shroom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just call it. Let's see. Let's save the game. Thanks, Scuba. Thanks for coming into the channel. Appreciate it. You too, Shroom. Appreciate you guys. I think I've just got one more. I've got one more thing to do before I get a message from Twitch saying, "Do you want to sign up for our affiliate program?" And that is, I've got to average, and I think I've already done it, but I haven't. It hasn't been proven out in the information that they send you, like updates and stuff like that on your achievements as far as progressing towards that stage. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go. I always like to save the game twice, just to make sure. It's got a big line across the screen and it says saving game, but I'm like, I don't trust you. I want to save it again. Yeah, so that'll do it for me tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. I've been doing good. I've been streaming every night for a few hours. I mean, the 9 o'clock to 11:30 thing is okay for me. It's just the 9 o'clock to like 1:30 or 2 sometimes that I've been staying up till. I can't keep doing that. I can't keep doing it. Anyways. Anyways. Oh. I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you very much. So I'm gonna I'll do my little outro here. I do like to say that wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And I'll see you next time. Probably be tomorrow night. Probably around the same time, like 9 o'clock, 9-ish. Yeah, actually, Scuba, that's what I was doing. When I was going through the list of potential players in my scouting thing, I wanted, the best case scenario was finding players in divisions higher than I am. And it didn't matter. A lot of the bigger clubs though, yeah, I have to look and see when the next window is. But a lot of the bigger clubs, at least at this point, they wanted 100%. So, but I did find a couple. So we'll see if we can get them in. I think I put a couple of them in the scouting report. I haven't looked yet to see if they got scouted. But yeah. So I'll be back on tomorrow, probably, like I said, probably around 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time here in the US. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it.